I'm gonna start off this video.
He is the only person that really addressed him, right?
By saying pretty much the same thing I said in my last video.
Why y'all tagging Juju? Juju's not in here. Shut the fuck up, bitch ass boys.
About this topic. The only reason why I made a video was
you're not gonna got him because I'm not even gonna search to see if he's in here. No, he's not.
Jidal put out a series of tweets with baseless claims, and Chris put out a now deleted 43-minute video with more baseless claims about my name. I know a lot of you guys are like, TD, it's been almost 2 years. You didn't say anything for the longest time. Why are you now getting involved? It wasn't because of the Mopey situation. It was because of Jidal's tweets and the video Chris put out. For anybody saying I'm doing this for money, I want you to think about this. I told you guys in my first video, I have a legal team overlooking everything. Now, attorneys are extremely expensive. If you do a quick Google search, you'll see that attorneys charge from anywhere from $100 to $500 per hour. I got 2 attorneys working with me. They charge $350 per hour. They've spent a lot of time overlooking my videos. They've spent a lot of time watching their videos. And even if you're just having a phone call with them, all of those hours add up. I will not be responding to either Jesser or Jidal. They didn't say my name in their video, so I have nothing to say about it. And I will say,
goddamn, maybe I'm being an attorney
on this topic. Maybe go back, watch that one first. Money. Then you can watch this one, that'd be kind of dope. Sense.
Moving on to TD's video. Now, I'm gonna be quick with this one. Most of this stuff was years ago, and I don't blame TD for making a video. He hasn't really said much over the years, and if he feels like he needs to get his side out there to feel better or to bring hate to us, that's fine.
The first thing I want to say to this is, if you guys are subbed to me, if you have any respect for me, please do not send hate to anybody. I'm not telling you guys to unsub to anybody. The only reason why I was making these videos was to clear my name. I don't want anybody that's subbed to me or has respect for me.
This is really just about the posters.
These people told me that the plan was they're gonna get like this huge house in Calabasas, and that I would have a
his
spot
weight
back
shit.
in the house.
I don't know who the hell told you that, but it was never a group discussion. Also, you already had a place with your girlfriend in Newport.
This is short. It's only 16 minutes.
With Walker and his brother, so that claim literally makes no sense.
So the first claim that Zach makes is that he didn't know, or it wasn't a group discussion, that I was invited to live in the new house.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is all hearsay from both me and Zach. So you guys will have to make your own decision on what you think is the truth. Or you can believe, you know, both of us or neither of us, whatever you guys want to do. My only reaction to that is the only time I ever stepped away from the group was to go take care of my mom. Once I got that taken care of, I then moved back to California.
But to us, I'm still trying to get on after this video.
Into the house.
We're gonna go to the owner's stream and talk to him.
So there was no rooms available. I had a face-to-face conversation. I was told about the plan of you guys moving into the bigger house. I was told I would have a room, and I would move back into the house with you guys. Now, you guys have seen, you know, 2HYPE members over the years.
Was Zach's bit a dub? It was until he sold and Los clutched
my room
out.
will always be available.
He's still in 2HYPE. He's still part of the crew. But we even told him
he still did his thing on the Mopey situation,
though.
He did kind of shit.
You need to take whatever for your mom. But we all love TD. TD's still 2HYPE. He's still like one of my best friends. And like I know he really didn't want to move out or like wanted to, but hopefully we'll reunite in the future. And he's helped me with so much stuff. Like I've learned so much from TD. TD's the fucking man. And it's so sad that he has to go. Like I'm gonna miss living with him so much because I absolutely love living with him. Probably when TD's here, I probably talk to TD more than anyone.
That is why I got my own place, was because there was no rooms available in the Yorba Linda house. And then again, that's why I moved from California after I got kicked out, because that's the only reason why I was there.
You were talking with the landlord's daughter in the old 2HYPE house, and that caused so much tension, dude.
And here's a 4K picture of the landlord's daughter at the SneakerCon basketball game that you brought her to in July of 2017.
I was over at the 4K picture. I ain't gonna lie, it's like
many of which
1080p. I mean,
and all of which is really weird to do with someone you didn't
360p on some shit.
They're still trying to run with this narrative that I was getting with, you know, the landlord's daughter, and that created this awkward tension. Well, I recently had a phone conversation with the old landlords, and then they actually sent me a text saying I could reach out to their daughter and that she would, you know, help me with anything I need. I kind of gave her a quick brief on the situation, and then she says right there that what they're saying is completely untrue. I do want to point out 2 things. If you look at the top, the phone number matches the same one that the old landlord gave me. And number 2, the date is January 1st, because I figured they would come back and try and say something about this again. So I wanted to have something already ready. And I do want to follow up and say, if me and their daughter had like this, you know, falling out that created this awkward tension, why 2 years later are they taking my phone calls and willing to have my back? And the final thing I want to say about this situation is they weren't happy about you guys because of how you treated the house and how you were late paying bills. But personal items, like monitors and, you know, like my weights and stuff like that, things that were mine,
Fucking
they just
disgusting
kept.
pieces.
And they're showing them off in the group video, and I asked for these things back.
Our new gym.
Why the quality look like this now?
This is our in-at-home gym. This is
Oh, it was just uploaded too, and it's
It's
just.
not done yet, but we literally just got all this stuff like a week ago.
Dude, you had to take a hallway to get here.
This is another blatant lie. First off, the only two things in that weight room that used to be yours are this bench right here and these two dumbbells over here. Both of which you left at the old house even after you moved back to California and could have easily got them. You never asked for them
Chris
back.
got
And when the
big
lease
ass
was up,
shit.
you never came to get
Hey,
them.
he
You just left them there
long
for us
nigga.
to deal with.
Pause.
Zach is saying the only two things in that room were the bench and the weights. Now, I'll put it up on screen, even just the bench and those.
Oh my God. I know every. Bro, okay, not every nigga, but I used to want this. Hold on, that bench is type 5. I wanted these dumbbells so bad because you could fucking choose like what amount of weight you want. When I was younger, when I was in high school and shit, it was just fine. It was just convenient and shit. Instead of having a big ass weight set and shit for the dumbbells, you know what I'm saying? And this bench I've never seen in my life.
Those weights, those go
Shit
for a
just
lot.
look
That might
fire.
not be the exact model up on screen, but it's pretty darn close, and you guys get a good idea. An argument Zach makes is that all I had to do was ask for these things back, but that's why I said I wish the full Discord call did get leaked, because pretty much the end of that call
That's actually
was
fine.
me
No, it's fine as
asking
fuck.
how I was going to get my stuff back.
The only one you came to get was this rocket poster that you have hanging on your wall now.
Rocket.
And here's the messages between us to prove that. When you came to get it, you literally said you didn't want the other posters because you were going to get new ones. But you were unable to find another rocket poster like you say here in the text. So that's the only one you took. You could have gotten the rest of your stuff too, but you didn't.
He does put up on screen text of me asking for the Rocket Raccoon poster back. Now, if you guys look at the text, this was from October of 2018. I didn't get kicked out until 6 months later. At this time, I had no problem that they were using my stuff. And in fact, you see the next text I put is me asking if he already had taken that poster down, because I didn't want to take anything that were up on his walls, even if they were mine. And we actually had a conversation that there's no point in me taking all my stuff, because again, the plan was for me to move into this bigger house. So they're just going to hang on to my stuff and it was going to be there for me. As a matter of fact, I was still in charge of handling, you know, the electric side.
Are you still
of
watching that, bro?
utilities
We done after this.
until they
We done
kicked
after
me
this.
out. And I was still making sure.
What the fuck is
that
this shop,
utilities
bro?
were being
Oh,
paid.
it's so much.
There was even times where they would text me and be like, "Hey, TD, our water isn't on today. What's going on?" I'm trying to figure out what's happening because I paid the water bill. Well,
And
you
this is
need
the part
get
we went to-
an
when we
annual
went to
water
Los
test
and shit.
in California. I'm across the country
Hold on, I kind of want to see what he
taking
has.
care of my mom
Oh, is that?
and still
Oh,
doing things
my
like
boy.
this to help the group out.
While I appreciate what you did, bro,
Playing Pokemon
nobody
today?
asked you
Maybe
to
after
do it.
Rust.
All you had to do was call the utility companies, tell them you didn't live there anymore, and take it out of your name.
Oh, we didn't even
Then
see
one
this
of
part.
us would have to call them and put it in our name. And here are the messages of Chris and I handling the water situation, not you.
In that clip, Zach says I should have just asked them to take the utilities out of my name. I want to make it clear, and I said this in my first video, the reason why I brought these things up was because there was baseless claims that I wasn't pulling my own weight. I had no problem doing this for you guys. Even when I was across the country, the reason why I brought it up
1.1?
was
Oh,
to
yeah,
shut
yeah,
that
that's what's up,
narrative
that's what's
down.
up, that's what's
Now,
up.
Zach does go on to say that I could have just said, "Hey, I want this out of my name," but there's a whole process that goes into, you know, getting utilities out of your name and putting it into somebody else's name. You can't just switch it into somebody's name. Everybody has to have a separate account. So they would actually have to go to the house, shut off the electricity, shut off the water, and then put it into Chris's name and turn everything back on. It's a little bit of a process. Since I was still in the group, that kind of seemed like too much of a
I don't think they
headache,
need
so
to
I had
turn
no
all that shit
problem
off.
still
Not
doing
gonna
those
lie, I don't
things.
know
Again,
where
the
I'm
reason
at.
why I brought it up was to get rid of that narrative that I wasn't pulling my own weight. Zach then says that him and Chris had to deal with the water situation. So Bree contacted me and she said the water wasn't
I don't think
on.
they gotta
I
turn
then
that
reached
shit
out to
off.
the landlord and I spent time even trying to contact the water company. And that's how we figured out what was going on.
Here are the messages of Chris and I handling the water situation, not you.
I did notice Chris sent a text saying
Check
that only
Russ
me
Dante
and the
finna be a
landlord
pro,
know
bro.
about the annual
The
water
nigga didn't
test.
accept
Well,
my
that's not
shit.
true because In California, it's a law. They have to put something
we're
on
gonna
your
skim
door.
a little bit.
They have to put something physical on your property before they shut down either water or electricity. Zach
Let's
texts
go.
Chris saying, dude, shit's crazy. And I know he be nasty host too. Chris responds,
Fucked up.
joke.
Literally just a joke. Here's the
Yeah,
full text so you
it-
guys can see exactly what we were
I
talking
want to see what Chenzo said. We seen this already. I want to see what Chenzo says.
Video, and this is what he had to say about the situation.
I just need to tell you how I feel, all right? You fucking snake me, bro. You cut me off from your fucking circle or whatever, bro.
Oh,
I know people
shit.
were talking shit behind my back.
Oh,
I know
fuck.
people were saying shit. I know that there was somebody
Oh,
in there that was giving me
fuck.
the information.
The
I'm just saying that you were
Hey,
fucked up,
chill,
bro. That's
chill.
all I
Y'all
gotta
niggas
say.
are stupid
And
with
what's
that
crazy
shit.
now is how the tables have
Y'all
turned,
funny with
right?
that.
Is how the tables have turned. No one fucks with you here, bro. That's why you
Oh,
never
fuck.
be on here, bro. You're only on here for sponsorships and for fucking making money. That's it, bro. All right, we all miss the
My
old
boy
Zach,
got
bro.
his shit
The old
back,
Zach,
too.
Obviously, everyone misses him, but that's not you anymore, bro. You're a snake, bro.
Zach says
He got his shit back, too.
to make it seem like he said something messed up. Zach texts Chris saying, dude, shit's crazy. And I know he be nasty host too. Chris responds with, yeah, taking whatever
That's
he
a
can.
message that's
Laugh my
sad.
ass off. Zach then followed it
Basically
up
know
with,
what this
exactly. Sheesh. You guys can hear the
motherfucking
audio. I read the
kid,
conversation
the
straight through.
kid.
I don't say anything about the black box. The reason why I put that black box was to
Barb's
blur
trailer
out the
already seen
picture,
that.
and I did the same thing when it came to your guys' last name.
Now, TD was at his house, but we were all in the same room at the 2HYPE house on one phone.
Niggas
in a
1.5 now, it's
private Discord.
1.1.
I can tell you guys this is not true because
5.
Cash was not at the house when we got kicked.
And in the clip, you can see him looking at his monitor when he's talking about it because he has the full call right there.
How would he know what's on screen of my monitor? That just makes no sense. I think a better question is why didn't you
I thought
guys
I
have
was-
the balls to kick me in person? Because if you guys never did it over a Discord call, none of that would have ever happened. But that's the reason why we're in this mess now. Because it's not what you guys did, it's how you've handled it. And I want to make that clear as
shit.
well. Nobody beforehand told me like, hey, TD, you gotta start showing up more or you're
Oh,
gonna get kicked
shit.
out. Or hey, TD,
He told
there's
them
some
niggas they
beef going
pussy.
on. You guys gotta hash it
He
out.
said they
I randomly
pussy.
got called up one day and was told I got kicked from the group. You guys couldn't even call me and tell me to come to the house and look me straight in the eyes
Oh,
while
fuck.
you kicked me.
Tight schedule that we're
Oh,
gonna start
shit.
doing now that we've moved out. We're getting settled in.
He said they
things are gonna be
pussy.
really quick and like and
Activity going towards them or towards us. And I thought that's what we were doing by going about it this way. But looking back, let's be honest, we were just trying to cover our own asses because what we were doing was dumb as fuck. It was a bitch move, and we should have just been honest with them, been transparent with y'all, and just dealt with whatever repercussions we got because of our actions. Simple. I apologize to you guys, Los, TD, and Mal for that shit. We went about it completely the wrong way.
I will give Zach props. He did take accountability. He also did apologize. I don't want to sound petty, but it's unfortunate that it took leaked calls and texts from, third parties.
If them
It took
calls
kind of a
never got
mopey
leaked,
situation to bring
I don't
clarity
know
to
if
everything.
there would
Because
be
here's the
any-
thing,
I don't
and like
know.
I said earlier, it's not what you guys did, it's how you handled it. If you guys were transparent, like you said, and
Is
you
this
said,
video
hey,
bugging out?
we
It's
kicked
like
out TD, we kicked
stuttering.
out Los, we kicked out Malcolm, we want to go a different
fuck
direction.
keeps
I
timing?
probably would have been salty for like a week or two. The fans probably would have been salty for like a week or two. But then everybody would have been over it. And that's how the internet works. The internet forgets and forgives pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Especially when you make good
Plus
content.
could have this
you guys
one.
Have
Plus
never
could
heard
have
me
this one.
bag on 2HYPE's content. You guys have never even heard me say the phrase L hype. All I wanted from the beginning was transparency. That's how I'm going to end this video right here. I think we can kind of all agree to just disagree. Like I said earlier in the video, if you respect me, if you watch my videos, if you're sub to me, please do not send anybody else hate.